Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome. This is Omar Balfaki and today's tutorial gonna be based on an interesting request. Someone was asking how to switch between objects. Like for example, in strategy games, you switch from one level to another, like upgrading, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. So this is gonna be the end results. You upgrade to the second level and then to the third level and so on. And before getting into the tutorial, for those of you who don't like to write code or you just want to test it out, I've got some good news for you. All the scripts that were written in all the tutorials are uploaded directly to GitHub, so you can just go there, browse them, and just get them. They're all yours. Alright, and now let's get started. As you can see here, what we have is pretty simple setup, only a ground object, which is just a plane with a material on it. Then we have the building itself, which is basically an empty game object that has all the different levels beneath it, but they're all inactive except the one we want, which is the first level. Alright, we're gonna get started by adding a script. Let's call it switching levels. Alright, okay, we're not gonna need these two, so I'm just gonna remove them. First, we need a variable to store all these different levels, so we're gonna create a public game object as an array, and we're just going to call it levels. And then we're going to create the first method, which is switching the object itself. And what it does, it's pretty simple. It just activates the object that we want and deactivates the rest. So we're going to call it switch object, and then we pass the level of the object. And then we're just going to create a for loop to count for us. We're going to start from 0. It's less than levels.length I plus plus. All right. And then inside, we're just going to check if the I is equals to the level we want. Then we're going to activate that object. Set active, true. As simple as that. Otherwise, we want to deactivate it. So only the one we want will be active because we're switching. Set it to false. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we're going to create another method to call this method for us, which is going to be the upgrade method. This one has to be public because we're going to call it from outside using a button. So public void upgrade. And then we want to pass to the second level. So now we'll need to create another variable. We call it current level. We're going to start from 0. First thing, we're going to check if the current level is less than the total levels we have, so levels.length. But the problem is current level start from 0 and levels length starts from 1. So we're just gonna deduct 1 from here, and that's it. We're safe now to make an upgrade. So if we're in the safe area, then we're gonna add 1 to the current level, and then we're gonna call the function switch object to current level. Save and go back. Okay, so now we have a new list here, which is the array we created. We're just gonna drag and drop all the 3 different levels, and then we're ready. But there's one more thing. We need to call the function, and we're gonna do that as I previously mentioned with a button. So I'm gonna go to game object UI button 2 for the 2D mode. I'm just gonna make some adjustments quickly. Alright, now we're going to select the button, we go down, on click, we're going to add a new action, and we're just going to drag the building that has the script, go down to our script, the one we just created, and then you will see upgrade is listed here. Just select it, and then play. Alright, that's cool. As you can see here, we're done with that. But there is a bonus. As I showed you the results previously, they were moving. There was an animation to it. To do so, simply select that building and then F to focus. And press 2 to go back to the normal mode, 3D mode. And then from here, I'm just going to add animation. And we're going to create the animation from here. If you don't see that tab, simply click here, add tab, animation. And now I'm just going to click on create. Call it rise, and then we're just gonna add property from here, transform, and then position. Before moving it to record the animation, we have to click the record button, which is the red circle here, and just push it slightly down. Alright, that's cool. So we have it now. Stop the recording. Just drag it again here, because here is the list of animations and here the one that is playing at the moment. And make sure that you have play automatically checked, because what it does, whenever the object is active, it's gonna play the animation, and that's what we want. And now I'm just gonna click on the gear, copy component, then select those two, and then the gear again and paste component as new. Play the game. Alright, now we have it upgrading and we have it with the animation. That's cool. And then from there you can do whatever you want to do with it. And one more thing, if you want to take it further, you can just add another if statement here to check the points or the diamonds or whatever currency you have in your game. If it's enough to upgrade the building, you just simply add it here. That's it for today's tutorial, how to swap objects. Hopefully you learned something, and if you got any question or request, drop them down below, and remember to subscribe to get more of these game development tutorials. This is Omar Balfaki. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.